what is going on? Poor Man's RT here with another video. So today's video is all about the big question. How much did it all cost? Let's get right into it. I'm gonna give you just pretty much all the stuff that I have done to my truck personally, and then you guys can go ahead and look up and search up any type of prices that you want through your people, whoever you want to get on there. But this is what I have paid for parts only. I'm not gonna share labor. Varies on the person that gets the stuff done, and you know, again, that can go up and down depending on the mechanic. And I'm not trying to go ahead and set prices on people, right? Prices change, so I'm gonna do the prices for today as far as parts go and all the list of parts I have on my truck. Again, I'm not gonna go ahead and give labor details because labor can go ahead and vary depending on the mechanic you work with, and mechanics change their prices all the time. So let's just get right into it. All right, so check it out. The first one that we're gonna go ahead and discuss is tuning. Now, tuning is the most simple thing that you can do, the most simple bolt-on you can do. And again, I got everything through Most Performance. I just go ahead and say something because a lot of people get this confused on my Instagram, and it's very understandable. Number one, I do not work for Most Performance, nor do I work for Mopars and Fusion Performance or Hemi Fever Tuning. Number two, I'm not sponsored by any of them. Okay, I do not get any free shit from any of them. I have to pay just like everybody else does. I get everything from Most Performance. I've been doing it since I got the truck back in 2013. So 12 plus years now, I've been working with Most Performance, Mopars and Fusion Performance, and Hemi Fever Tuning. Those three guys. Parts prices that I'm gonna give you is straight from Most Performance website because that is where I got the parts from. And this is his prices right now as of today of March 3rd, 2025. First and foremost, tuning. So custom tuning is the cheapest thing you can get on a truck like this, right? If it is an RFE transmission like mine, then it's a little cheaper. Why? Because you don't have to do the TCM tuning like you do on the HP's truck. So for instance, I have the Diablo Sport i3, right? So the device itself is $430. Then you get into Hemi Fever Stage 1 custom tuning. You get it for the 5.6 speed, right? It doesn't add that extra money. So you do the Hemi Fever Stage 1 custom tuning for bolt-on upgrades. So if you have bolt-ons on your 5 or 6 speed truck, it's an additional $200. So you're paying $430 for the device alone, and then $200 extra on top for Stage 1 custom tuning, which is bolt-on tunes from Hemi Fever, right? So that within alone is $630 before tax, okay? Before tax, this is not tax included. From wherever you live, your taxes are different from mine, right? So $630. But if you get a Hemi Fever Stage 2 custom tuning with a 6-speed, Stage 2 custom cam tuning, you add a $450 add-on, right? So that is custom tuning for most cams only. He only custom tunes for most cams only. That's a $450 add-on to that. So $430 plus $450, you're looking at $880, right? Before tax. All right, so that's custom tuning. Number two, headers. If you go ahead and get the American Racing stainless steel long tube headers, like I did, it is a total of $1,849. $1,849 for just the headers with the catless white pipe, 1 7/8. So that's the primaries with no cats. Now the intake, okay, so you see my track intake, guys. So the intake is from Most Performance. It's a carbon fiber one, okay? That intake alone, that air intake alone is $430. Okay, $429, $430. Let's just go ahead and round up. So $430. But you also add the throttle body. You can add the throttle body directly from this setup right here. So I'm adding the throttle body. So the throttle body option alone is $379. So $430 plus $380. Okay, that's how much it is for the track intake plus the 87mm throttle body. But that is just the intake that goes to the side, right, with the cone. Now, if you do the bezel in the front and all that, that's custom fabrication. Again, that is a labor thing that I'm not gonna go ahead and get into. I did pay a little bit extra for that. I'm not gonna get into that. Again, that is a labor thing and I'm not gonna get into because mechanics have the prices and I'm gonna respect people's prices. Again, I'm just going based off of what parts are, so just parts alone. All right, so now we get into some more bolt-ons. The 6.4 manifold. Everybody loves the 6.4 manifold. I love my 6.4 manifold. The 6.4 manifold alone without the kit is $1,099. Do you need the kit? Absolutely. Don't skip on the kit because you're gonna be fucking scrambling for parts and you're gonna be able to put this damn thing together, and then you're gonna be sad that you spent all that money and then you can't even get it on. I don't need a cold air intake because I've already got one, so we're gonna go ahead and just put that off to the side. Include spaces for the 5.7 injectors. So yes, you wanna add that, that's $45 option. because unless you're trying to get the 6.4 injectors or you're gonna tune for 6.4 injectors, you don't need this. But most of you guys have the 5.7 injectors and you need the spacers. So we're gonna add that option. I have 5.7 injectors on mine. It has spacers, 45 bucks. Intake porting, just to go ahead and port it is $395. We're gonna go ahead and add that too. SRV harness, this is part of the kit, $75 on that. And a ported throttle body, I don't need that anymore because I already added it. So we're adding stuff to the cart as we're going, that way I'll give you the price. 6.4 manifold with all the kit included is $1,614 even before tax. For cooling, I have a 160 thermostat from there. It's a Mr. Gasket. That's 34 bucks. We'll go ahead and add that too as well. We don't have an electric fan on here, but that I found at a junkyard for 100 bucks. It's the only thing that most Performance didn't do. But more parts of using Performance did install it for me, but I found it at a junkyard as a V6 fan for 100 bucks. So let's add 100 bucks at the end. 15-inch rear conversion, the Willwood. That alone right there, guys, is $15.95. All right, so let's go ahead and go to the diff now. Since we're in the back of the truck, I should have done the cam earlier, but it's okay. Since we're in the rear of the truck, all right? This is before the suspension, so after the suspension. So I did get a Mag high-tech differential cover. So that it was $308. I'm gonna go ahead and add that to the cart now. Now let's talk about suspension. For lowering, I have a Beltec 2.4 kit. This is just the 2.4 kit without shocks. It's $445. And it gives me the option to go ahead and do the Inez cut brackets, which I do have. So $445 plus $380 for the cut brackets, because I do have the Inez cut brackets in the rear. Now, let's talk about the shocks. The shocks are Viking double adjustable shock. For one shock, guys, okay, for the rear, you are talking about $259 for one shot. So $260, so I gotta add two of them suckers on there. Damn. I never thought I spent this much money on my truck until I'm looking at all of this. It's crazy. So that shocks right there alone. I have also a Panhard bar from Spawn Performance. That was 150 bucks. So I'm gonna go ahead and add that. That's the red bar you see in the back of my truck. I don't have a rear Hellwig sway bar, which I should probably put on there, but I don't have that. I do have upper and lower control arms from Core 4x4, and it is going to be the lightweight rear. So that right there is $599. For the set, and I have upgraded the hardware, which is another 40 bucks. So that goes up to $639 for just the control arms in the back. All right, so let's do the gears. So the differentials. I don't have the True Track, which I should probably put on the truck. It's probably gonna be on my list soon. Thankfully, this is the Mopar limited slip differential, because at the time, that's all I could afford. If you go way back to my videos, you can actually watch me when I got that kit installed. It was pretty cool, pretty solid experience, but I didn't get a Detroit True Track, which I should have gotten. So we're gonna go with what I have right now. So the Mopar limited slip differential for 2011 and up Ram, $774. And then you go ahead and do the rear master kit, which is another $149. Just go ahead and add it. All right, now the gears. I have 456 gears versus the Motive gears. Obviously, it's just one for the 925-inch rear. That's $349 right there. Damn, I'm deep in there.
Hot and spicy meat. Yeah, boy.
Now, let's keep the ball rolling. Custom converter is from Edge. There is a pricing for a racing 11-inch billet torque converter for the RFE on most Performance website, and it's $699. So $699 for the converter. All right, now next, and ported heads. Forgot about the heads. So the ported CNC heads, 5.7 Eagle heads. I did the core charge, so that is a head exchange for $800. I did not send in my heads to get ported. I just did the core charge. So the ported heads alone without the core charge are $2,322.08 plus $800. Now the camshaft I personally have on the red truck is the HPT Max camshaft. So you can buy the camshaft alone and it's only $699, or I'm sorry, $599. Okay, so you gotta include the valve spring kit, which is $489. You gotta include the comp phaser limiter, that's $95. No custom tuning, we added it to the other stuff. Yeah, so we added the custom tuning for the cam already. I'm not gonna redo it again. Add a complete gasket in both kit, yes. Okay, so that I had to do because I didn't have it, obviously. The valve spring tool, went ahead and added that, that's $159. The Hellcat lifters are $499, and then the push rods are $219. So let's go ahead and add it. So then we're also missing the lower pulley. I forgot about that. So let me see. So the underdrive pulley is $412.70. We get into the gauges too. We have a gauge in the truck, right? So the gauge pod, doesn't have it on here. I can't remember. I think I bought it on Amazon, and I think it was like $100. I don't remember. But the one that I do have is the Autometer Sport Comp. So that one right there from Autometer Sport was $250 alone. All right, now we get to the drag pack. I obviously bought the wheels from Weld. So we're gonna do the Weld wheels on the side, but I did buy the tires from Most Performance, the rears, not the fronts. So the rears, they're 28 inch tall, Mickey Thompson ET Street Art. All right, it's obviously two, they're $413 a pop. So we're gonna add two to there. I think that's about it. I didn't do no drive shaft because I don't have an 8-speed, so I don't need a drive shaft. Right now, guys, let me go to view cart. Man, I cannot believe I spent this much money on my truck. So, right now in total, okay, racing parts alone, okay, to run the 11s that I am right now in NA, totals up to $16,441.73.
Get money, he got money, get it all for him.
That's how much money I have personally invested in my truck to run what it runs now. All right, so the front tires are M&A Tracemasters. These are fucking expensive for this little ass skinny radio. But anyway, one tire alone is $337. So that brings our total to $17,115. Damn. Okay, now let's go ahead and go to Weld. I still have to add the 2 Corvo seats in the harness bar. Shit. Okay, let's go. All right, so now the wheels, okay? So you have two 17x5s in the front, and those were $370 each. The rears are 17x10s. They're $430 each. That totals up to $860 all together for the 4 wheels before tax, $1,600 even. Okay, so we're at $18,715.75. Woo, okay. I did not know that that's how much I've spent on this fucking thing. Anyway, let's go to Corvo.com and check their 2 seats plus the brackets, because you have to buy the bracket. 2 Forza Red seats from Corvo. Each one is $329. For a pair, it's $658 before tax. Now, let's go ahead and add the brackets. Right, so each bracket from Corvo, driver and passenger, are $139 each. $278 for the 2 brackets, plus the 2 seats, $658. We have a total of $936. But wait, there's more.
But wait, there's more.
We still have to add the harness for both seats. So let's go ahead and add the harness to that. So when you go on Corvo, you can go ahead and get the cam lock, or you can get the latch and link. I have the 2 latch and links. So they're $139 each. I'm gonna add 2 to that cart. So we have a total of $1,214 before tax. Whew. We're at $19,929.73. One more thing, go ahead and add the harness bar on there. Shout out to my boy from VPF, man. Vanishing Point Fabrication. This guy does fucking badass work. The harness bar itself, guys, was $690. All right, so how much are we at now? We have a total of $20,619.73. This does not include labor. I'm not including also the first time I cammed the truck. And the first time I bought the converter. This is the second converter, this is the second time I cammed it. So I'm not adding that. The reason I do that is just in case you just wanted to jump in and you already just wanted to know, you didn't have an idea of what you needed to make your 6-speed run as much as it does as mine. Again, that doesn't include labor. I'm not gonna get into the labor thing. Labor is a whole different ballgame, guys. And you know, I respect to each of their own. So who's done all my labor? That's Mo Parts of Houston Performance and Most Performance. I'm not saying that I'm getting deals either. Don't speculate I get deals or I get sponsored by any means. I don't know who out there is getting sponsored to get free labor, but damn, you must be lucky. But for sure, I don't get sponsored. 20 grand. So that's pretty much it, guys. I didn't want to drag this video too long. I'm trying to make this as fast as I can, but I guess I just want to give people, you know, I want to give you guys an understanding of how much racing is. And I don't have the most expensive build, man. There's people out there spending way more money than that. 2 times more money than I've spent. 10 times more money than I've spent. Maybe 100 times more money than I spent. This is just the basics, okay? It took me 11 years, guys. 12 years now, I mean, but it's taking me this long, you know what I'm saying? Like, so by no means, guys, this wasn't not a video to discourage y'all. Like, it straight up wasn't. It straight up isn't. I'm not making this video for discouragement. I'm not making this video to tell you guys this shit ain't worth it. It's 100% worth it. That's why people ask me, like, would you ever sell your truck? And I say no. Number one simple fact is because my dad gave me this truck when I was younger, when I was 18 years old, and that is something that I'll never go ahead and just sell because it just means a lot to me. So daddy bought, poor man's RT built. I'm proud to say that. But that's number one. Number two, I will never get back that money. Nobody's ever going to give me the money that I have invested into the truck or more. Let's just be honest, right? So that's number two. And number three, I enjoy driving this truck. I enjoy the thrill of the truck. I enjoy breaking that record and setting the record and going faster. Like, it's just motivating for myself. Like, that's something that I do for myself. And I'm making this video, guys, for you. I'm making this video for you guys to understand how much is needed to go this fast or faster in your vehicle. I have nothing to hide. Everybody knows the specs on my truck as far from the cam all the way down to my gears. Like, I really don't give a damn. The reason being is because I have nothing to hide. There's nothing for me to prove to anybody. I only do this for myself and enjoyment. This is my baby, it's my prized possession. I love this truck, and you know, it's not the fastest, it's not the cleanest, but it's mine, you know what I mean? So it's just something I take pride. But yeah, guys, I hope this video just kind of shows you just a little bit of you know, what it takes to run this, guys. And you know, if anything, I hope it empowers you. I hope it brings you joy to see this. I hope it actually motivates you to do your shit, right? To build your truck the way you want it, or your car the way you want it. And that's just all I try to bring to this channel is positive energy. I only try to bring positivity in this channel. I don't ever try to bring negativity or bring anybody down. And I hope that, you know, in the last couple years that I've been on here and kind of slacked off on YouTube and whatever, I hope that, you know, you guys have learned a little bit of something from me, and as much as I've learned it from you guys. And but yeah, that's pretty much it for the video, guys. Thank you so much for enjoying my content, guys. Thank you so much for subscribing. We're literally about, I think, I'm at 790 subscribers right now. After that, I'll be 800. I'll be 200 subscribers away shy from 1,000. And I'm doing the free giveaway for the oil catch can. You don't have anything to lose. You pretty much have everything to win. You subscribe to my channel, you get some cool content, and if possible, you might be the lucky winner of that free oil catch can. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate it. God bless every single one of y'all. This has been Poor Man's RT. I'm gonna catch you on the next one. Peace.